Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel and another video, and it's another Victure video. You may know I've worked with them recently with looking at and reviewing some of their products. The doorbell was the latest one, and I must admit I've been using it now for about a week. Absolutely fantastic product. Link to the description and the video of that one is up there on the card, so go check that one out if you're in the market for a video doorbell. But they also sent me a IP camera. Now I've been looking to get a few IP cameras just so I can monitor the animals out here and things, and obviously IP cameras are brilliant for that because you can view them through an app anywhere in the world and see real-time footage of your home, garden, wherever. This is sort of one of their basic ones. It's the PC420. It's a very basic camera but very easy to use and set up, and I'm going to show you that in a second. I will go out and try and get some of their other IP cameras, because if you're like me, you want a bit more functionality in your IP camera. You want to be able to pan and tilt and zoom, and obviously that's what I was going to use IP cameras for out here, and I need that functionality to be able to pan the camera, which you can't do with this, but it's still a pretty good camera with a few good features. So if you're just looking for a camera for, you know, maybe you want to use it as a baby monitor or a pet monitor while you're away to watch your dog or cat or whatever, then this one's ideal, and it's really reasonably priced. I think at the moment on Amazon it's about $17.50, something like that. I'll leave a link to this product in the description. Go check it out and get yourself one if you like what you see. So without further ado, let's get into it, see what's in the box, and I'll show you how to set it up. Right then guys, so this is the Victure PC420. It's an IP camera, or wireless internet camera, that you can view remotely through the app, sort of anywhere in the world. A lot of people use these sort of cameras for watching pets while they're at home alone, or as a baby monitor. I mean, I must admit that the uses for these sort of cameras are limitless. You could have it in a shed. And the benefit of this particular camera is it's got cloud storage, so if anyone did break into your shed and steal the camera as a way of thinking that might be the end of the matter, you always have that footage. Even if the main unit's stolen, you've got that as a backup. The camera itself is a pretty basic camera. It's a very reasonably priced camera. I think it's about £17.50. Link for the camera itself is in the description down below. I always pick the best price products, so please check out that link, and you'll get it at the best reasonable price. In the box you get, again, it's a very typical well-made, well-designed box from Victure. Very minimalist, but that's, you don't need all the bells and whistles. It's only a box after all. But you get the main product features here: motion detect, security encryption, 1080p capture, wide angle viewing area, two-way audio, and cloud service. Now if I remember correctly, you get a free trial with the cloud storage, and then you can upgrade that to a paid service if you choose to. But you don't have to worry too much about that. You do also obviously have the opportunity to record to a micro SD card. I stand correct, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's a 32GB max on this, which is, I think, is what I've got in there, to be fair. I could be wrong. Yeah, that's 32GB card. But again, I mean, it comes with the instructions, which I must admit with Victure products is generally not needed, because they are, if you can work a mobile phone, and if you're watching this video because you can work YouTube, generally Victure products are pretty self-explanatory and very easy to set up. So you get the camera in the box. Obviously it's well made, very solid. I must admit I like the white coloration on this, with the black lens. You get the Victure logo there. On the front you got the microphone, status LED, obviously the lens, and infrared array there for nighttime viewing. You got your micro SD card on the side there. On the back you got your speaker, reset button, and obviously the power inlet. There's no option on these to plug into an Ethernet cable, but I mean the wireless setup is so easy on these, you wouldn't really need to anyway. And on the bottom there you've got like non-slip pads, so you can mount it on a shelf and you don't have to worry about it being knocked off. And also your 2 screw holes there to mount it to the ceiling or onto the wall. And the great thing about that one is you do get this sticker template there, so you can stick that on the wall, make your marks, and you know your screws are going to be in exactly the right place, ready to slot the camera straight onto. You get your mounting screws and wall plugs, a USB power supply, again well made, and also a fairly long USB cable, micro USB cable. It's well over 1 meter long, I think. Yeah, probably 1.5 meters long. So plenty of length on the cable. And the great thing about being micro USB, if you went onto eBay, you can find extra long versions of these. So if you wanted to mount it a bit further away from the supply, or you wanted to, as I say, run it off a power bank or a computer or anything USB, then you also got that option as well, which I think is a really good idea. The last couple of IP cameras I've had have been mains powered, and that can be a real pain. I mean the power draw on this is minimal, so you could use a power bank to power this if you needed to. And obviously straight away you just plug the USB in the back there. And what I'm going to do is just to show how versatile this is. My computer's here, so I'm just going to plug it straight into the USB port on the computer, and straight away you can see the status light comes on. Now what we're going to do now is we are going to go over to the app, which is the PC420 app, and it's going to ask me to sign in. It's going to ask me to now add a device, which we're going to do, and tap camera, and we're going to go with smart mode. So you tap smart mode, you get a beep from the camera, and you press next. We enter the password for your Wi-Fi, and it makes that sort of dialing noise there while it looks for the camera. Let's turn that down a little bit. There we go. Don't want to deafen anyone. And now the indicator light on the camera goes green, you get an audible tone, and in a minute it will ask me to confirm that I heard that audible tone. And there we go. Camera made ding dong, press next. And it's now going to ask me to name it. You can choose one of these pre-selected names, or for this particular one we're just going to call RM1. Okay, and there we go. Device is now online, and if you had more than one camera, they'd all be on this screen here. So what we're going to do is we're going to press on the camera, and you can now see me. And from this screen here you will be able to do everything basically. If you wanted to talk, you could press and hold on the talk button. I'm now talking through the camera. You can press start recording to record live snippets from your footage, and that will save it directly to the app. You can also take pictures. You can mute and unmute the camera, and if you push this button here, it sounds an alarm. That might be to warn someone that you're watching them, it might be to warn someone that you know, basically they're there, and you can see them. I'm not quite sure, I mean it's a good feature, but I'm not sure where you'd really use that. And here you can change the thing. You've got auto, you can have it standard definition or high definition. Okay, so that's the sort of feedback. If you turn the phone on its side, you get full screen, and again like that. And then if you come out of that, you can now change the various settings. So you've got your cloud playback there. As you can see, my cloud video is active. You can delete unwanted files, and this is where all your cloud stuff's going to be. As you can see, I've got my, I think this is probably my free trial on here. Event Pro, yeah. So I've got 30 days on there. You know, you can change, that's your various things. You can do $3.99 a month, 6 months, or a whole year there, and it's quite reasonable. And then on here we go back. This is where you can change the settings on your camera. Obviously you can rename it, you can share the camera with someone else in the family that's got the app. To save going through the setup process, you can just they can set up their own account, and you can share the particular camera to their app. Now if you go in a shooting angle, let's say you've got it set up on the ceiling, it's obviously going to be upside down, so you then change the camera, come out of there, you've got different alerts, you've got motion detecting, so you know, I've turned the sound off, but it will basically send you a message to say it's you know, detected motion, and you can view the camera live. You've got obviously your camera volumes, and you go down, you've got language and time zone, so you can, again, if you're not in the UK, you can change all that. It's a very future-proof product, and it's, you know, it's going to work wherever you are in the world. And then here again, you can change various settings for your SD card to save memory, so you can save it to just to, you know, record between certain times, or you can change it to just event storage, so if it detects motion it can just record that particular thing. I've got mine set to continuous, and it overwrites, you know, as it goes. You've got your cloud storage, you can change which router you've got it set up to, so if you move it, you can do all that. Memory card information, there we go, total capacity, and you can format your memory card from there. And you can just, as I say, it's so self-explanatory, you know, as to how to use the camera. If you tap on the bell, you can turn, you know, motion detection on and off just with these quick selections here. That one goes back to support, and then if you click on here, you've got your album, and you can go back and look at your pictures, and these are different, you know, little videos that I've taken. Here it's going to show me where all my alerts are, so when it's detected motion or something like that, it all comes up in here. So there we go, motion detected, and that's me talking. And then again, you've got your personal account settings there, feedback and support. So again, Victure are really good with their support, so you can go on here and you can look at various troubleshooting things and various things. So all in all, the app is pretty user friendly, really easy to use and navigate. Everything's laid out really well, so you've got the option to add, you know, additional cameras if you wanted to, and go from there. It's such an easy and user-friendly system, and I'm just going to come out of this now. We're going to go back to the camera. As you can see, you've got that indicator light. Now, what you can do is go into the app. So we'll go back into the app now and quickly go through how you would change this. So you go back to your device and into the settings, and you can see here you've got 5 down. You've got a basically thing, it's a status light. If you click off and then we come back out, you will see that the light has now stopped flashing. So that means, you know, people won't be drawn to it. But I mean, if you want it to be a, you know, a camera that everyone can see and knows that's there, you can leave the indicator light on. If you want it to be a bit more, you know, covert and indiscreet, you can turn the indicator light off. Obviously it has its benefits of being there. You know, if it's flashing red or it's a constant red, you know that something's wrong, it's not recording. But if it's flashing green, you know it's all good and it's recording. So yeah, as I say, really simple camera, simple to use, simple to set up, and as usual, very well made product from Victure. I'm going to try and get some more of these cameras. I'll have a look on Amazon later today and see what else they sell. As I say, I've got another really big sort of paranormal and urbexy thing coming up soon on the continent, so I'm going to be getting a lot of stuff to take with me and test out in the field, so to speak. They do voice recorders and things like that, which is going to be really beneficial to the trip. So we're going to do that. We're going to try the trail cameras out on some pretty big locations, as well as other things. So stay tuned to see what else I'm sort of talk about from Victure. I say their products have served me well, and this is no different really. I use this solely just as like a secondary CCTV camera inside the reptile room, but I think if I was going to use these sort of long term, it would be the more pan and tilt and zoom versions, which they do make and sell. So just go onto Amazon, type in Victure IP camera, you get a list of all the cameras they sell. But I just wanted to do a basic overview on the PC420 really, because if you did just want a camera for a baby monitor or a dog cam, then this would be the one to go for. It's very cheap, reasonably priced, very well made, high quality, and definitely one I'd go for. So hopefully you enjoyed that quick look at the Victure PC420 home security camera and IP camera. Please make sure you subscribe, check out some of my other videos on the Victure range, and I will see you guys on the next video.